All right, good morning, everyone. I'm Andrew, and I don't want to work anymore. And we are trading the Nasdaq here, and it's Thursday, June 5th, and it's a beautiful day already on the West Coast. It is early. It is, 6:23, which is 9:23 in New York. So it's an early start for me, but I like it this way. So we're looking at the weekly chart right now. I had a weekly objective set here for the top of, let's go back. Sorry, this is a 4-hour chart. Let's go back to the weekly and we'll zoom in. Just a little while ago, we took out my weekly objective, which was the bottom of this candle. And now we can look at targeting the high of, would be the February 24th candle high. So we're looking at that. I can remove this level now for my weekly objective. And so what was it looking at? 4-hour chart now for other smaller time frames. And I saw this volume imbalance up at the top. And then we can kind of stretch out for these two levels here. I've been calling bullish price action all week, but I am totally wrong on that. But hey, we still got 2 days left to reverse. Debt Wolf, how are you, my friend? What is it like in Norway right now? All our news has already taken place other than this gas report at 10:30. I'm not concerned about that. I'll even check Forex Factory. Let's refresh this since this one thinks news is different. Monday, Thursday, ECB press conference at 8:45. That was that that was probably that big wick that just happened. Let's have a look at the 1 minute. Oh man. Yeah, 8:49. So that's that wick right there. I'll get my other layout going here. What do I want? This guy. I like this guy. 15-minute chart. I want the 5 up here. I'm gonna remove this box there. This is our 15-minute. So we took buy side and sell side. 11 degrees and clouded over. Okay. Man, that's cold. It's kind of cool. Don't you guys get summer? I know it's only June, but like, I gotta see. Maps. I want to see. Yeah, I'm not a robot. Damn it. Here's where I am. Downtown Victoria. And this is one big island here. Yeah, I guess you guys are pretty far north. Fair enough. You guys are almost an island too. Anyway, let's get to the charts. Well, what do you guys got? We got relatively equal highs right here to sweep. Yeah, this is a tough one. I'm just gonna say bearish. Like, does it really matter? Oh my god. Yeah, what are you guys thinking? I guess we got relatively equal lows here on the 15-minute. Yeah, that's a definite target right there. At 21,636. And some sort of fair value gap I have marked out here. It's going to remove that for now. So that would be afternoon low for Tuesday. Raghav, how you doing, man? Not in the north. Okay. Yesterday's target reached today. Yeah, my weekly objective's been hit already for a weekly high, which I had. Anyway, 21,636 is what I'm looking at for today's lower objective. We could just go sideways today since FOM, no, is it non-farm payrolls tomorrow? So not looking for any fireworks today. Market's open. Relatively equal high has been taken already, which was not hard to do. I don't know, maybe consequent encroachment of this big wick here for upside objective. Yeah, I agree. Bearish for the morning for sure. Oh, that looks nice. I like when it does stuff like that. Got a volatile morning. I like these O's. These are fancy. Fancy as fuck O. Look at that. Not in the north. That looks pretty north to me, my friend. Got this super small fair value gap here. How many points is that? Not enough for me to care. Hope everyone's doing well. If you're watching any hockey last night, the Edmonton Oilers won game 1 of Stanley Cup final. So that's good news, even though they are my favorites team nemesis, basically. During the regular season, I hate this team, but they're the last Canadian team in the finals, and we're going to cheer for them. And also the greatest hockey player arguably plays for them, that's Connor McDavid, and I just cheer for great players, and so he needs to win the Stanley Cup once in his career. So we will cheer for Connor McDavid and not necessarily the Oilers. The Blackhawks, you know what? I've always wanted to go to a Chicago Blackhawks game, but only in Chicago at the Madhouse, because I really like the Chicago goal song. So you'll have to look it up and give that a listen. Took short at first presented Fair Valley Gap. I got a frog in my throat today. I'm gonna be a little bit more patient. I think this has to be the daily high. So I think there's gonna be more setups to come. I want something with a little less risk, especially while we're inside this big candle. But if we get one more bearish, I'll join you on that short. You know, what I should have done actually, it's because I'm waiting to go up here. I would like to short from the consequent encroachment of this really large wick. But I guess it wouldn't have been a bad idea to take a short while we're in the first presented Fair Valley Gap. At least above it, that would have been even better. But not thinking clearly yet this morning. Here's my second chance, right? So I was watching another trader. I was watching his live stream after, just listening to it. And he does the same thing as that other guy on Words of Wisdom, where he's got one setup, that's it, and it's the only one he waits for. So I'm gonna find out what that means for me and basically find which setup forms most often in the morning. And I think it's gonna be something along the lines of like ICT or yesterday's, right? Like sweep a high and then target relatively equal lows. But I also want to see if can we sweep relatively equal highs or lows and then go for, you know, a major high or low. So I'll do some back testing on that, and then that'll probably be my model. So basically looking for reversals within the first half hour. If there's no reversal, then that's it, and then I don't trade. But I'll probably get caught in a couple bad scenarios. My sell side is 21,636. It's these relatively equal lows, and I believe it's the low from the afternoon here on Tuesday, June 3rd. Or also yesterday's morning low. Those are the two lows that are okay. I'll bite on this here. Oh man. Nice. So I'm in short now. My stop is just above first presented fair value gap. And we'll put our TP in. I won't go for the afternoon low. I'll just target yesterday's morning low. There we go. This one too, I gotta change this one. I don't like how it changes the color for the electronic background. Just give me one. I don't need this. This doesn't look good. What's your setup again? Entry at the breaker. Okay, gotcha. wonder if my TP is a little too far extended for, especially the day before non-farm payroll. Maybe I should be going just for this low here at 8:30. Yeah, I think my TP's way too far extended, especially since like you can basically call yesterday afternoon, or sorry, the lunch hour and the 8:30 candle low as relatively equal lows. So my risk to reward is not good. Messy price action today. Come on, it's a little further. Just brought up my stop just a little bit. I feel like closing out my trade because I feel like my entry was just awful. 271 profit. Well done, my dude. Did you close it? Oh yeah, TP hit. Nice. And I closed mine too. I feel like we just swept this and we're going to reverse. So that's good enough for me, especially with well, look, TP would have got hit. Whatever. 68 bucks. No big deal. Oil took 120 loss, so I'm getting 2R in NQ and then minus 1R in oil. Yeah, that's a tough one. So what are you? Oh, I guess you're still up 150 then. $21,555. What's that 21,555? Is that just a fib? Yeah, what do you see at 21,555, Debt Wolf? Thursday, first presented fair value gap. I'm still playing with this thing, that's funny. It's still using it though. Oh, I have something drawn out here. What is that? Interesting. It's a 5-minute fair value gap. Is what I have here. And there's equal lows. So we got some sell side taken. Previous day low. First major support at 21,500 in round number. That's fair. This fair value gap inverts, I'll be tempted to add another short again. I want my box draw. Otherwise, I'd like to see it come back up to first presented fair value gap. And then we got the second one. The first one's very small, but we'll keep an eye on it. I know I said I want a short here, but I'm not ready. 21609, consequent encroachment of daily FVG. Let's have a look. Ah, yeah, forgot about that. I remember. I marked it out. I think I saw it on my phone before I went to the gym. You're right, there is this FVG here. On the daily. Oh, come on. Something like the 50, which is also the relatively equal lows objective I have. We can get back up into this FEG. I'd like to short again. I don't know if I'll target the 50% of that, which would be right there. Yeah, I'll look for another short. But we gotta retrace inside this range. At least 50%. And ideally back into this. It's not the first percent of fair value gap, but it's the bigger one of the two. But if we can get into here and maybe put my stop above the first one. How many points would that be? Risk. $35, I'll take that. So yeah, I returned back up into here. And it might not give that to me, it might just respect this one here. But given it's almost yeah, given it's almost 10 o'clock, we're doing a little consolidation here. I think we'll have a pump up higher. What does that look like on the hourly or 4 hour? Actually, we're going to start a new 4 hour candle, right? What is the consequent encroachment of this large 4 hour wick? Oh, it's way up here. Interesting. You're looking at this inversion here. This little guy. This so far is just a balanced price range. You just can't trust anything in here, I think. Yeah, wouldn't that be nice? Yeah. ES and the new day opening gap. You know, I didn't mark out the new day opening gap. What is the new day opening gap? Let's check. Regular trading hours. So we've already taken the new day opening gap. I'm gonna get ready for a short. If we get anywhere near the top here, because that'll be also the opening price of that 4-hour candle I'm looking at right over here. Opening price is 21,775. Yeah, so just at the bottom of that second fair value gap of the morning. Basically looking for the manipulation out of here and then down. It's just how long am I gonna have to wait for it? Since it's already 7 o'clock my time, it's about the time I gotta put the kettle on. I'm out of water. And I've had a winning trade already. It's a small one. Maybe I just put a limit order in here. Stop up here. Yeah, I know, right? Just one more trade. That's the degen in me. Just wants to make something happen. I'm gonna play with, let's go to the 2-minute chart on the top right here. And we'll put the ICT kill zones and play with this afternoon 2:30 silver bullet. So 230's here, swept a high. First fair value gap is this guy, traded back into it. Well, that one works. $230 candle there. it takes out these highs, and then we create an FVG right there. And if we enter right at the bottom of it, stop loss at the top, you get your 1-to-1 no problem. It's only 11 points though. You can get 40 on that day. Let's try another day. Okay, here we go. What do we got? 14.30. Well, we just moved into this fair value gap. Here's my manipulate. Here's what I'm waiting for. Yeah, I don't see. There's no sweep here. Unless you want to count this one already. Taking out those relatively equal lows, and then we came up, came down. Let's see if you would have got a 1-to-1 on that. I don't like it though. Let's just say we went there. Stop loss at the bottom. There's a 1-to-1 for 20 points. Could have got 30 at the high here. No, would have got stopped out. So 1-to-1 is all you can get there. And this one's too late. And I think this is the high I was gonna get. If we get a bearish, I might enter on that. Wrong on the dumping down. It's gonna happen. I think it just gotta come up a little bit higher. This could have been it, just right here. It's kind of, I don't know. I want to see it up in here. If we go there, I'll take a short. If not, it's also Thursday, right? The day before non-farm payroll. So I want to go back to this example. What if you caught this here, this inversion? That candle closes here, you enter there. Would you get a 1-to-1? Yes. So not exactly silver bullet, but let's try another day. $230 is there. Sweep anything? I don't see no sweep. No FVGs. Doesn't work. Not that day. 230. Dropped into this fair value gap. That's a good one. And we're bullish. What does that look like? Just say we enter there. Stop loss goes here. One to one, 36 points. Probably easily could have taken out the lunch here as a target for 72. Yeah, still kind of consolidating in here. Lots of dumping going on here. One more, and then I'm closing the stream. 230. Yeah, probably would have lost this trade. Probably would have seen us coming up into this fair value gap and gone short since it was already bearish. But being close to this low, should kind of know better. So yeah, it's a tough one. But obviously if you wait, anyway. Okay, one more. Yeah. Oh, maybe I should be looking at the 1 minute. That's the problem. For another day. Let's chop. Yeah. It's gonna chop here. And then we're gonna come up here. And then we'll get the drop that you're looking for. And it's Thursday. And we will hit probably all of our lower objectives today. but this is just meant to chop everybody up, get you suckered in longs and shorts, and we need a manipulation out of here, and a sizable one. Probably at least the size of this range. So, you know, one standard deviation would be taking out these relative legal highs. Although this one is higher, so I don't like that. But, you know, even halfway, we would be at first presented fair value gap. So, just for fun, I'm gonna put a limit order. Where do I want it? I want it at first presented fair value gap. I'm just gonna do it in case it happens when I'm not paying attention. Well, that's a big stop loss. I don't like it. I'm not doing it. If I'm not at the chart to watch it happen, then I don't want to trust it. So we're gonna end it there today, guys. It's been riveting price action for the last half an hour. So you guys have a good day. Thanks for coming out. Be careful moving out of this, and yeah, have a good evening. And I'm gonna go to work again. What else are you gonna do? All right, I'm out. See you guys later. I'm starving. How do I end this thing?